No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning, Unity. Give it up for the choir this morning, y'all. We got the choir. Give it up for the choir. Please stand to your feet if you feel comfortable. Help us sing this first one. It's a call and response, so y'all help us out this morning, okay? All right.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me know that love is all around me. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me learn from all the ways I fall. Oh, let me know that love can heal us all. Oh, let me walk each day a little wiser. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
All right, now is the time where we look at our friends, family, neighbors, and greet them with a hug, bow, or salute. And we repeat together the divinity salute. The divine in me greets the divine in you. And we serve and celebrate together for the glory of God.
All right. Let's go, y'all.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Give some love to our choir. We're so very grateful to have you here. And I understand it's going to be a regular thing. So we're so very happy, and I know that if you're sitting there and you're thinking, I want to sing with the choir, I bet you there's an opportunity for it, and I would see Brittany about that. So good morning, everyone. It is so wonderful to be with you here today. This is a very special day. Why is that? Because we're here together, and it is always a unique celebration. Look around, see who's shown up. Maybe wave to those who are watching online, because what we know is that every day in every way, the mind of God is continuously being made new, and that's being made new in, through, and as each and every one of us. So we're collaborating today. We're co-creating this service, and I couldn't be in better company. Thank you all for being here. And so, welcome to Unity. What is Unity? Unity is a positive, practical, progressive pathway to spirituality. For me, Unity and its eternal principles and practices shifted and transformed my life. That's called miraculous. I don't know, my life needed some changing, still does from time to time, a little tweaking, and our principles and practices evolve with us in our lives. We truly are about transformation, and our transformative practices include affirmative prayer and meditation. Each and every Sunday, we do both of those. We meditate before service, we meditate during service, and we pray during service, before service. Our groups get together to pray, and then after service, our chaplains are available to pray one-on-one. So if you want to know about how prayer transforms your life, start availing yourself of prayer with a prayer chaplain or with one another. Because as I always say, everybody prays. And there will be an opportunity for this community to come together to learn how to pray together next Friday and Saturday. So I invite you to come check that out or recheck it out if you've already done that before. And then the final thing that I want to say about our prayer practice is that our prayer chaplains have been offering one-on-one prayer in the chapel after service, and beginning next month, we're going to bring that one-on-one prayer into the sanctuary. And so after services, the prayer chaplains will be here, and that's why we've been inviting everyone after the service to exit the sanctuary to go into Meyer Hall so that we can create that sacred space for that one-on-one prayer here. Now, this is our spiritual practice. For some, it may be, yay, that we're doing that. For others, it may be a challenge. And so the invitation is just to be present to what is and to be open to the experience of a change and a shift, of bringing prayer more fully into the sanctuary space. And so I'm really looking forward to it. This is also a time when we look at what's happened in the past week. Whenever we say, what is unity? I always think, well, what is unity is demonstrated by what we do together. And last week, as we celebrated our 250th Independence Day as a nation on July 5th, we had grilling and games. And it was a wonderful experience. We acknowledge the men's group for manning the grill. We acknowledge the vegan team for bringing all the sides so that we can honor our vegan community. And then we also want to honor Mary Molinari, who invited everybody to bring games, had games out for our youth as well. And so thank you. It's so much fun. It's always fun to come together as a family on these holidays. And then, as families often do, we celebrate birthdays. And so anyone who has a birthday in July, I'm going to invite you to stand, and I'm going to invite you to stay standing as our community serenades you with our, how are we singing it? Are you going to help lead us, Brett? Okay.
Happy
birthday birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. I love that. I love that we're singing it that way. Thank you for bringing that to the community. And that's how we did it at Agape, and that's how we sang Happy Birthday. And some people actually get a phone call from me, and I sing Happy Birthday. And that's how I do it. So I want to invite everyone to stand, please. And as we stand, we are rising in our ability to be positive causal agents for change in our world. And we do that through our declarations. We do that through our spoken word. And we do that by connecting together, because we know when we're unified, something wonderful and magnificent happens. And so it begins here at Unity Renaissance with our vision. So let's please speak that together, our vision. A spiritually awakened world living in peace, love, and joy. And our mission, we transform lives that transform the world. And then we speak our July affirmations as they appear in the daily word. I'll speak the first word, and then together we'll speak the affirmation. And the first word is inner peace.
Established in the center of my being, I am still and peaceful.
Wisdom.
God is the wisdom that flows as intelligence throughout every cell in my body and every thought in my mind.
Healing.
I tell the truth of divine life to my body and my circumstances.
Prosperity.
Focused in faith, I perceive the truth of divine abundance by which I prosper.
And world peace.
In the light of spiritual understanding, I behold divinity within all beings.
Thank you. And you may be seated, and our prayer chaplains, please stay standing as we move into affirmative prayer. And so everybody does indeed pray. And in this holy instant, as we pause, prayer is always about a pause, a following of breath and breathing, and centering in heart and mind with all that is. I align in this consciousness, bringing my attention and awareness to the love of God. That love intelligence that creates all things of itself, extending itself into creation, is all there is. This love presence, this God intelligence, this all that there is present everywhere. There's no place where it is not. And it is this power and this presence that creates all things, moves mountains, is the intelligence and the force that provides all needs being met by all of creation instantaneously, for nothing is lacking in this consciousness ever. That it is whole, complete, perfect. Oh my goodness gracious. As I turn my attention and appreciation here, I invite and invoke this presence to be illuminated in my mind, in my heart. That it is the energetic in which I live, move, and have my being. It is that which extends love as the spark of the divine within myself, within all beings. And I call this the Christ, my awareness of the divine identity that I am, that we are. Christ in us, our natural state, is our hope, our glory, our joy, our abundance, our prosperity, the wisdom that guides us perfectly in all ways. And in this, a peace washes over each of us, all of us, for we know that all is indeed well. That as we focus here, all things are made new. Behold peace, behold wholeness, behold love, healing all things, beholds clarity. As our eye is single here, our whole body is filled with this light and illumination, that we then become that positive agent for change by channeling it, by extending it in thought, in word, in deed, in our world. And behold, the world is made new. How grateful I am for the peace, for the prosperity, for the healing, for the abundance, for the all needs met, for the sense of knowing all is well here and now. I release this word, it returns fulfilled. Why? Because it's already done in the mind of God. I align myself with it, and it is so. It is done. I let it be. We celebrate it here today, and so it is. Amen. 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 We linger here for a moment. Another breath, a shift in the seat perhaps, signifying a change. And then we begin to open the body eyes as we are ready. And everybody prays and everybody stands as we continue the prayer with the Lord's Prayer. Yeah, little shift there, huh?
Good morning. Today's reading is from The Way of the Heart. Birthing the Mind of Christ, Lesson 7, titled The Shadow of Fear, Joshua ben Joseph. Trust me, love does not spin and get nowhere. For love is, indeed, patient and kind. Love is not deluded, and love does not allow delusions. Love embraces all things, trusts all things, and allows all things. It knows perfectly well where it is going, and never ceases in that journey until every shadow is released, and the whole of creation is returned to the heart of God. Love created you, Love birthed you within. Love birthed within you as an individual, at least within the dance of time and space, the power to choose, the power to feel, the power to channel light and love, the power to know that something exists within you as you. That is what love has done. Has fear ever created anything remotely like that? So what do you want? Creation or mimicry? Peace or the ability to simply drug yourself with triviality? Imagine all power under heaven and earth flowing through you with every breath so that your consciousness witnesses not what you do as the maker or doer, but that which the divine is doing through you in each moment. And you get to marvel at the creativity of love, the very same love that moves the sun and the moon and the stars. Now that is a delightful pastime. Take it away.
There's a new territory that I never saw before, like a fire transformation breaking through my core, shining in the darkness. I can see the light of day, and this new territory is my strength, it is my way. Yes, this new territory is my strength, so let us pray. Well, I pray that you will see the best of life, the best of love, the very best of everything. Well, I pray that you will see the best of life, the best of love, the very best of everything. Wake up and see the best of life, the best of love, the very best of everything. Let go and see the best of life, the best of love, the very best of everything. Forgive and see the best of life. like a fire of transformation, breaking through my core, shining in the darkness. I can see the light of day, and this new territory is my strength, it is my way. Yes, this new territory is my strength, so let us pray. Well, I pray that you will see the best of life, the best of love, the very best of everything.
I want to acknowledge Brittany and her leadership of the music team and the choir. Thank you, Brittany. I want to acknowledge our music team. Thank you so much. And the beautiful voices that we just heard and joined that opened our hearts. And truly, that song represents exactly what our pathway is. That if we come into this community and when we commit to its spiritual practices, its principles, we become willing to be revolutionaries, if you will. So springboarding off of last week, and the idea of declaring our independence from a thought system that no longer serves us, the thought system of the world that actually does focus on what is wrong, that actually does create and make from a fearful mindset. Now, the reading said love doesn't spin and toil and get nowhere. And at one point it said, has fear ever made what love has made? And the answer, of course, is no, but it can sure put up a whole show, can it not? And it can sometimes be pretty convincing that it's real. The things that come from a fearful mindset. And yet what we say here is that we know that what we focus on increases. We also know that what we resist persists. And so we have this opportunity to focus wholeheartedly, being wholly committed on love. And that love consciousness and that God consciousness, so that it may correct our vision, so that we may see clearly and begin to see beyond appearances that can be so convincing. And that takes something more than what I, as a human, I, as a personality, can do. I must align with that God consciousness, with that divine identity within, with that love intelligence. And it's a practice to actually walk this way. It really becomes something that it's a requirement that we come together actually in spiritual community so that we can encourage one another. So that we can hold one another's hands when it feels like we can't see the truth or we can't see beyond appearances. You know, our vision talks about spiritually awakening. And sometimes spiritually awakening can actually be challenging. Like, it can be disconcerting. Anytime we do any kind of change in community and in our lives, it throws us off a little bit. And so when we choose to change our mind, when we choose to change our perspective, we're a little off balance sometimes. I think of it like I'm dancing the waltz. I'm dancing the waltz. I've got the waltz down pretty well. And then all of a sudden, Something comes in, somebody comes in and starts another dance, perhaps a jig. I mean, something completely different. And I just can't get in the groove or the move. And that's what happens when things shift, when things change, when the world seems to be telling us something contradictory to what we speak of and hear. And sometimes when we awaken and we see the world of appearances, it can be depressing, can it not? It can shake us up a little bit. Sometimes there's a grieving process involved in observing the illusion and delusions that feel so real and convincing. And so I begin this way to say, let's be patient with ourselves. Let's be kind and gentle with ourselves. But let us not forget that something is happening by virtue of the fact that we come together here. And so when I opened and I talked about unity principles and practices and this pathway of life, I talked about how, I alluded to how it transformed my life. And I was thinking about that as I was approaching this conversation. And I've said this before, that my former life is unrecognizable. My former life, who I was 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, is nearly unrecognizable. And what I realized that even now, I'm transforming. Like that transformation, once you commit to it fully, it's continuous. It's continuously deepening and evolving, and I think of it as a spiral upward. And that's kind of where I believe we are. I believe that we are in that place as a country, as a community, as, oh, thank you. I was worried my zipper was down or that something really horrible was happening. I'm like, oh my gosh, Mary's coming up. And I know I'm not supposed to point out that somebody is coming up, but I really was. I'm like, God, I hope I'm together here, and because that's part of what she does. She helps me all the time, so thank you. Anyway, yeah. So my former life being unrecognizable, and that it's fun to look back and to see how it shifts and changes. And I had a long talk with my sister who's in recovery and is in a spiritual practice, and we were talking because we were both triggered by something in our lives. And it triggered a memory of where we grew up, and kind of traumatic, a way of being that gave us messages about ourselves, maybe that we weren't enough or that we were unworthy or something, other than how God created us to be. And nobody said, here, take this idea, and now this is the way you must be. The interesting thing is that she and I perceive and interpret the same happening, the same event, the same condition completely differently. And it manifested in our lives in different ways. And yet, because both of us individually in our pathways made a decision to turn our life and our will over to the care of God, made a decision to be about transforming our lives, made a decision not to believe that we're the victim of the world and that things are happening to us, but made a decision that somehow in some way we were causal agents in our lives. Somehow in some way we could bring about positive change in our lives. And we both learned that somehow in some way it had to do with a consciousness that was different than where the condition came from. We had to rise in consciousness. For some of us, we call it God consciousness. For some of us, we confer with a love intelligence. For some of us, we believe it to be the natural laws or nature. It doesn't matter. The idea is that there's a higher way of viewing life in the world, and that when we avail ourselves of it, something shifts and changes in our way of seeing that impacts the world. And so the way things work, the way that I have learned to work. I grab onto little books and big books and I devour them, and I'm still on this book. We studied this abundance book, the little green book, last year, and I carry it around with me. You can see it's kind of been in water and it's been dropped in the ocean and bathtubs and all kinds of places. And there's this page that I just adore and I go to all the time, and I wanted to share it with you, but it speaks our principles. It's so simple. It's the Hermetic principle that is ageless, that is timeless. As above, so below. As within, so without. And it says that is the law. That our world of experience is a reflection of what's within us, our thoughts, our feelings, and what we focus upon. And that when we make the decision to turn to God consciousness, and practice waking up, that's what we're doing. The song said, wake up, wake up. And we wake up to the awareness of the presence, a presence, however you define it, and that presence of God is within you. It's not separate from you. Basic unity, 1 and 2 principle. God is, I am. And God is within us, and that presence is everywhere. And that the more that we focus upon it, the more it infills us. And then we deepen our understanding. So it begins with awareness and then understanding. That the understanding that spirit is our source, our substance, our supply. And I've added solution for everything. Nothing falls outside this as our substance, our source, our supply, our solution. It means that you're not that for me. My bank account isn't that for me. The ways that I identify in the world are not that source for me. There's only one. How much simpler could it be that there's only one? Unity. And then the deeper our understanding of this, the more that it carves into our neural pathways, into our very body, these pathways, these ideas, these understandings. And then finally, we arrive at a spiritual consciousness of knowing. It's a knowing of the presence of God because we've aligned our mind and heart, and it drops in like intuition. And guess what? We become the channel. We become the channel for God, for God's love. We become God's channel in the world so that we can really see how love heals all things by being that conduit. But our responsibility is to focus on that and to begin to forgive and release everything else unlike it. And you see, it's a practice. We practice every day. Where are the shadows in my life? Where am I arguing with what is? Where do I want to make something or somebody wrong? What do I find unacceptable? And then judge. So this is the pathway. And it says here that this God consciousness then becomes our complete fulfillment. And when we focus on it, we feel fulfilled. Has anybody had a moment of feeling fulfilled by everything I'm saying? Because I know it's not foreign. Raise your hand, look around, everybody. You are walking this path that I always say, take note. Take note. Because to the world, this could be called a tiny mad idea. To the world, it's counterintuitive to the way that we are told to be successful in the world. We're told to be the doer and the maker. And what we're shifting in is being the being, the presence, and allowing that presence to go before us, to make the crooked places straight, to whisper in our ear, to hold our hand, and at times to carry us. but we court it continuously. And so that's the practice. And so this tiny mad idea is a Course in Miracles term. And in A Course in Miracles, the tiny mad idea is the idea of separation. And the idea of separation from God or from Creator. And what happens is we've created a fearful world, thinking that we could be other than what God created us to be. That's the tiny mad idea that led to a crazy, mad world of delusions and illusions that are made by a fearful mind that judges. And I say, an equally tiny mad idea is that love heals all things, that love embraces all things, and that it accepts all things, and in so doing, in this embrace, it heals all things. And why would that be? It's because we are love, and that's our divine nature. This is our return home. And so birthing the mind of Christ is the lesson that we're in, lesson 7. And some might say, well, I don't need to be birthing what already is, do I? Do I just need to awaken to it? Do I just need to remember? Do I need to just recognize? What it says in the book is this: the whole of creation is now experiencing a growing power, a movement, a momentum that must carry the mind from which creation springs to a new level. I remember when I came to this community, I kept sharing with you, I love New Thought, I love unity teaching, but I feel like we've only taken it part of the way. And that part of the way is that we turned from the appearances of the world, that which is a negative, and we turned, like a revolutionary, to positive. What was our song this morning? Focus on the good. Focus on the affirmative prayer, and that we can begin to create our lives from there. But the next level of evolution we're being called to is to be the channel for that very spirit to move through us, that it's not separate from us at all. And that this is the next level, which we begin to let go of making things happen and being the doer. We begin, and it goes on to say, it's not so much an evolutionary level as a level of recognition, of remembrance, of returning. So we're returning back home. And that this wave of momentum is alive, and it has already arisen within our hearts and minds. It's just inviting us to remember again who we are as love, what we are as Christ, and how we serve as the extension of that love. And so this is the line that I've been chewing on. In truth, you have never succeeded at being anything but the presence of love. Say that with me. In truth, I have never succeeded at being anything but the presence of love. One more time. In truth, I have never succeeded at being anything but the presence of love. Can you see how that might be true? I'm like, well, wait a second. Was I a successful daughter? Was I a successful sister? Was I successful in my earlier career? Am I successful in this career? And here we are in church. You know, Michael Beckwith would say, whatever you're doing, including church, your work, your relationship, it's just a smokescreen for your awakening. It's just your classroom, your curriculum. It's kind of occupying the ego mind, thinking it's doing something to distract it so spirit can get in. Sometimes we have to do a little bit of that, do we not? And so the idea, though, is how do we measure success? How do we measure success in our lives? Is it how many likes we get on our social media posts? Well, we might have a little conversation about that in a bit, but is that truly success? And how has that dynamic led us to be looking outside of ourselves for approval or for acknowledgement of some sort of success in our lives? Is success measured by the amount of money that we may have in our bank account, our retirement funds? Whether we own a home or 2 or 3? I'll never forget when I had been a paralegal, and I knew that was not my place. How did I know this? It was back when they had offices, not cubes, and I had an office. And I remember shutting my door, and my head just dropped on my desk because I couldn't stay awake doing what I was being asked to do, which was to read endless documents and then summarize them for attorneys. And I'm like, I really belong with people. I belong out in the world. I think I'm a salesperson. And so I literally begged for a sales job. I begged so well, I skipped over the entry-level position, and they made me a manager of other people. I didn't know the company, and I had never done sales before. And I remember I went in this big region, and I took a notebook, and all I did was go meet with people and take notes of their complaints. People just wanted to complain. I took their complaints. Then I called my own 800 number to try to, because I didn't know what the answers were, and I called as if I were a customer, asking the very questions my customers were asking. And then I went back to them and I gave them the answers and I helped them out. And then later, I learned that people just wanted to talk with me. I don't know why, and they would tell me things that I'm thinking, I don't think I need to know this, like a little TMI. But I listened, and in a way, I was being present. I was loving them. I didn't know how to be successful. I was new, so I did what I could do. I was present, I listened, and I had compassion and love for them. Do you know I was salesperson of the year that year? I'm like, how did that happen? I don't even know what I'm selling. And so was I successful because I knew all the details of the products that I was selling? Was I successful for that reason? What was the metric that made it successful? Love. Love. As we approach the next couple weeks, as we approach this time as a spiritual community, as our board and our leadership and our staff and our community looks at where we are at this juncture in our community, and we have a community forum next week, a little bit different, where we're engaging our community. We want to know what you want, what you'd love, how you want to be, what Unity Renaissance is, and how it is going to be in the world. I'm inviting the community to bring its love. And for us to love, and for me as the leader, and for us who are in leadership to remember that the greatest metric of all is not necessarily butts in the seat, or not necessarily money in the bank, but it is the degree and the depth to how we love one another. And that when we focus on love, individually in our lives, in our community as Unity Renaissance, in our primary relationships in our lives, in our work play, however that is defined in our lives, let us remember that the highest metric is love, and it is the only thing that we will ever be successful at. I've been really contemplating this, and I invite you to get your phone out, take a picture of this, and in truth, consider, have I ever succeeded at anything else but love? I think it's an important question for us to answer in our own lives. And that perhaps by doing so, we will become aligned with love. Now, the way of mastery is attributed to Yeshua ben Joseph, who is written about extensively in the Bible and in other material, but something that at many weddings we speak. You know, it was even in our reading. So I like the way of mastery because sometimes it reframes some things that are familiar from biblical teaching. And love is patient, and yes, love is kind. And so this comes from 1 Corinthians. We speak this a lot at the weddings, you know, that we facilitate. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it's not self-seeking, it's not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. And it always protects and always trusts, hopes, and preserves, and perseveres. But before all of that, it says, if I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love. Remember this part? If I don't have love, if I speak in tongues, if I'm channeling, if I think I'm healing people, all of that, but I don't have love, I'm only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardships that I may boast, but don't have love, I gain nothing. Consider with me this week, in truth, have I ever succeeded at anything other than being the presence of love? Last week I asked you, in the light of the Declaration of Independence, what are you dedicated to? What's your declaration? What are you declaring independence from? And what are you declaring your dependence upon? When I first came to an idea of a higher power, my first declaration was that I offered everything to it. I offer myself to thee, to God, to build with me and to do with me as thou wilt. This is the third step prayer. Relieve me of the bondage of self that I may better do thy will. Take away my difficulties that victory over them may bear witness to those I would help of thy power, thy love, thy way of life. May I do thy will always. I had to get my bloated nothingness out of the way so that the love could channel through me, return me to my divine identity that I could recognize, remember, and live from again. Our Declaration of Independence had many divine ideals embedded in it that we discussed last week. And in our little gathering here for the Way of Mastery, I reminded our community there of the dedication and the covenant of our co-founders, Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, who said this: we hereby dedicate ourselves, our time, our money, all we have, and all we expect to have to the spirit of truth, and through it to the society of silent unity. It being understood and agreed that that spirit of truth will render unto us an equivalent for this dedication in peace of mind, health, body, wisdom, understanding, love, life, abundant supply, all things necessary to meet every want without our making any of these the object of our existence. When we mistake our source for person, places, things, conditions in the world, we actually make them the idol. We place it before God. And it's a false idol, and it will disappoint. But love will never fail. Love will never fail us. And so I stand here, dedicated like the Fillmores, like our founders, like those in AA, like I'm all in. I'm wholly committed. I'm going to dance this dance with the light. And I'm going to let the light of love lead me, lead this community, lead my life, my relationships, my finances, lead everything from here. When we say unity is practical, this is the most practical thing that we can do. The world will say it's impractical. The world will say, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with it? But we're going to be it. And as we be it, our world shifts and changes. Thank you for allowing me to share this with you today. I hope it was meaningful and useful to you, as my contemplation to me has been. Because I have been at a juncture where I am like, how do I measure success at this community? I'm at the 2-year mark, right? Oh my gosh, 2 years being here. I think it's today. I do. I think it is today. Yeah. So I've been reflective of it. Where have I tried to be the maker and the doer and forgot to love? Where did I forget to see you because I was so busy? Where did I forget because of an anxiety or a feeling like perhaps falling short in some areas? Has anybody ever felt that way? And you know what? Sitting in here, there's been almost an hour of opportunities to have been disturbed, because this is our smokescreen for awakening. How are we going to be love right now? Right now. And right now. When we come back next week, we're going to look at the dynamic of how the shadow works. And we're going to see how prayer transforms and transmutes that shadow. And that is our unity practice. And I'm just going to say again, I invite you to join us on Friday and Saturday for Everyone Prays. We're going to also incorporate in that something new where we'll do prayer partnerships for those who are willing to do that. And we'll carry that on with us as we move forward and begin that network amongst the entire community, if you desire. I love you. I bless you. I thank God for you. Thank you. And we'll just move right into music. Yep. Yeah. love wash over us. We let that love infuse our time of offering, that we infuse it with love, that we give from love, and that we take our offering, and as the baskets pass, you can give a gesture of blessing the baskets, blessing the giver, that we are all touching our abundance and our prosperity as we let and allow God to source this community with all its needs being met. This is what I know, this is what I claim, and together let us bless. Oh, I'll wait till the offering comes up. We'll bless it when it comes up. Goes on a blow. Extend them out in the direction of the offering, and we say, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful. So it is. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone, especially newcomers. If you are visiting Unity Renaissance for the first, second, or third time, please raise your hand with a 1, a 2, or a 3 to signify the number of your visit. So Usher's going to bring you a card to fill out and a gift bag. And after the service, you can meet a member of the connection crew in the connection corner to the right of the section of the sanctuary, just right outside the door here. So welcome, everyone. If you're a newcomer, thank you for being here today and blessing us with your presence. And now I get to introduce someone who is definitely not a newcomer. She's very dear to me. She's like a daughter to me. So yeah, Tony and Lisa, thank you for sharing your daughter with me. But I'd like to... well, goodness gracious, girl, here you come. We have been through, we have attended rallies and retreats together, and I have gone as a sponsor and a prayer chaplain, and talk about transformation, talk about the light of the world, like seriously, oh my goodness. So here's Maya with a very important announcement.
Thank you all for having me today. It's really nice to be here. I'm sorry. Hi, Lily. I thought I'd be off book by now, so I did write it, so I should be, but hello, good morning. My name is Maya, in case we haven't met yet. I'm here today to talk about the social media team. Since the beginning of this year, I have been working behind the scenes at the church to try and figure out how we can create a space online that feels like being in the sanctuary on Sunday. This is a group effort, it's something that the entire social media team has been working on together. And our goal really is to build community more than anything else. We're not going for analytics or numbers. We want to create that space online that feels like being here. And that's such a magical and special thing. It's really hard to put words to, because how do you define unity? How do you define what it feels like to be here right now, to walk through the doors? I've been attending here for a really long time, since I was in Uniteens, actually, and that's where I started meeting Shelley and all the other wonderful people here in the youth group. As I've gotten older, I've realized more and more how much the world needs a place like Unity. How many people could have their lives transformed if they knew that we existed, that our message, our community, that our love exists here. My goal coming into this project was to create that place online, that feeling of home when you walk through the narthex stores, where you know your people, your loving, supportive community are just a few steps or a few clicks away. So today I've come to ask for your help. As we continue to share our message, our vision, and our love online, we need your support to amplify that message. There are a few things that really support us in this mission. The first and most important is just your interaction. If anything that I or Rosie or Becky, who are not up here with me today, but there are other members of the social media team here, post anything that really resonates you, we want your feedback. We would love if you let us know through a comment, through a like, if you share it to your page, if it was really impactful to you. That is really the second most important part, is breaking through our little Unity bubble, right? Because everything we do online, I feel like most of you see, so we're just trying to get through the narthex doors past that point. Our mission is to transform lives that transform the world, so help us find more lives to transform. Thank you.
And before we bring the children in, let's listen to all that's going on.
Good morning,
here.
good morning, good morning, Unity Renaissance. Everyone Prays Workshop with Reverend René. Friday, July 17th from 6 to 8, and Saturday, July 18th from 10 to 1. Only $50. There's the QR code. So this class is a requirement if you would like to become a prayer chaplain. And if you like credit for both classes, they're combined, okay? Broken up into 2 days, but one builds on the other, so you need to attend both. You don't want to miss out. It's an amazing class that changed my life. Okay, the community forum is next week. Don't sleep on this one. It's July 19th next week at 12:45. We'll be having pizza, which Unity is providing. Yum, yum. Thank you, Unity. And then we're going to be breaking out into groups so we could focus on those areas that we really, really want to grow. Come be a part of this one. Our very own Christopher Griffin is offering Hidden in Plain Sight. Discover the origins of faith in African history. Mondays, July 20th, coming up soon, all the way through August 10th at 6:30, and it's via Zoom, but this is an interactive Zoom, so you want to take part in that. And love offerings support Unity Renaissance. Okay, JCOC dinner, volunteer opportunity, Wednesday, July 22nd from 3:30 to 7. And if you haven't heard yet, the kitchen is open and available. Yay! Okay, click on the QR code so you can sign up to serve with your time and or funds and or bring in food items. All the information is right there on the QR code, and it leads you to a sign-up genius. Okay, thanks, Lynn Klein and the outreach team. Okay, it's that time again, Board of Trustees monthly meeting, Thursday, July 23rd at 6 p.m. via Zoom. You email admin@UnityRun for the Zoom link and you can join in. Oh, you can also email our board president, Jolene, botpresident@unityrun.org by July 16th, and then they'll get you that link. Oh, I just love this title, Beyond Appearances, Sacred Ground, and that's with Ron Chapman. He's going to be our guest speaker on July 26th at 11 a.m. right here at Unity, and then he's offering a workshop for only $35 at 1 p.m. QR code. Unity Art Boutique Gallery presents Remembrance, featuring area artist Uni Unknown. She is going to be here. I hope we met her last week. Her art will be on the walls all of July and August, and UR receives 30% of the proceeds. And now bring in my favorite little people. Welcome in our children.
We are walking in the light of God. 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 We are walking. We are walking. We are walking in the light of God. We
big ones today. Can I ask the big ones to take 3 steps forward? They're hiding back there. No hiding. We don't hide beautiful faces. Wow, good afternoon, everybody. Our children, amazing, amazing, amazing. Special thanks first to Ed and Valerie, who taught a combination of Uniteens and YOU today. Thank you so, so much. I know it was exciting for you both. And Miss Laura, who came for the Unit Kids class. Thank you, Miss Laura. And Miss Margaret and Miss Linda were there for the tots. Sadly, we had no tots. Bring the tots back, guys. But they were there to do the tots. And Miss Angelina is back with the nursery with our loving babies that she loves so much. She looks forward to it all week. Do we have any sharers? Anybody wants to share what they learned? Yeah? Great.
So today we learned about shadows and how like sometimes shadows can be bad, but like they can also be good because like we explained it kind of like the dark side is kind of like all the bad feelings, and then like the side that doesn't have any shadow over it like is the light, and like it's the good feelings. So we like explained it where it was like the heart, and then one side of the heart is like have dark feelings in it, and we call it like the shadows, and then like the other side of the heart has the light feelings, and we call those the good feelings.
And so we also learned about how Jesus people brought a woman who was engaged with a man, but she liked another man, and she got caught by doing that, and they brought her to Jesus, and he wrote something on the ground, and he said, throw a stone for you who have not sinned. And everybody walked away because everybody has sinned. And practically what it meant was that, well, everybody has done something bad, but you shouldn't judge people about it.
We learned like not to judge too quickly and like not to assume anything, because you never really know like what's happening.
Thank you. I had to take 3. I just couldn't believe how much they were learning. It just touched my heart. So thank you for your patience and listening to our beautiful children and all that they learned today. With that, please stand for the prayer of protection and our new ending song.
Yes, so before we sing the prayer of protection, we're giving Blessed Always a new place in our service as our closing song. So as we sing together, may these words be a blessing that stays with you as we go out into the world. All right, so the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all